Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
We are back.
We are back. It's been a minute.
It
feels
been
like
a minute.
Has it been like how long?
I don't know, girl.
Yeah.
I just started drinking my water and get my memory back together.
Look,
So
I'm still trying to manage sleep and getting 8 hours. That
Yeah.
seems to be very hard to get
That part.
the older you get. So yeah, it's been a minute and we back. And
we are back.
we missed y'all.
On the lyrical scene. You better harmonize.
I was worried. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch it. I don't know what key we in, but we're gonna go ahead and throw this note out there and just commit.
We did it.
We did it.
I love it. Well, so much to discuss.
So much has happened.
A lot.
Since the end of March and the beginning of April.
All I'm gonna say is J. Cole and Drake. You want bum? Let's see. I gotta say that.
I don't know what y'all done did, or if Kendrick is being the proverbial Gemini switching up. But
no,
you know what? No, I actually I can say that because I'm a Gemini.
You can, but I
But
can confirm it.
I'm like, what did y'all do or say to him to get him so upset?
They added him, and well, I won't say they because it was. I guess J. Cole did it on the song.
Oh yeah.
What's this? I forgot. Listen,
And I don't even think I know what song you're talking about, but it wasn't even really a diss.
it wasn't a diss, but I think it's just the simple fact that Drake and Kendrick have had beef.
It's mainly them two, for sure.
And he talked about in a verse about, pretty much clicking up and taking sides. And
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay,
yeah.
well, listen, that sounds like a personal thing with y'all, and I get it.
And I heard that Drake really kind of been like taking shots
He
for
has.
a minute.
He has.
And that there has been like jabs underneath and over like the last year or so in some of their songs.
Somebody also mentioned that there was a song called Steppers that J. Cole did, and it could be taken as a jab at Kendrick. So
I mean, you call it Steppers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of can't not
or a
see it
song
that
that
way.
he was on. I don't know for sure. I'm not a J. Cole fan at all.
What?
Don't hate him. I don't hate him.
But just
He's
don't
sleepy
like
as
him.
hell to me. He's sleepy.
That's the general consensus for him.
Yeah.
But I am anticipating Drake's comeback.
I'm not.
Why not?
I don't care. It's like, no,
What?
I do.
I mean, my thing is, and I'll be honest.
But here's the thing, though. Does Drake really want the smoke? I understand that he can provide the smoke. Because,
Right.
I mean, he took out Meek Mill's ass.
Oh.
Well, I won't say he did. His ghostwriters did.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Shout out the
But
ghostwriters.
Shout out, because the ghostwriters are getting prepared right now.
Okay, they are.
But I feel like Kendrick will still obliterate them all. So
yeah,
go ahead, Drake.
I think
Take your
it
shot.
could go one of two ways, where he could really suck, and it'll be that. I mean,
I don't think he would suck.
I don't think he would suck. I think, though, I feel like Drake really kind of focuses more on trying to bring like bangers, while he is also trying to respond.
But also, Drake got his ass handed to him by Pusha T.
Oh yeah,
In the most
yeah.
craziest ways. Like,
Yeah.
you gonna expose this man's child?
Yeah, you can't come back from that.
My
What
God.
can you say to that?
And Drake was like, all right, you got me. I lost that
you know
one.
what? I'm gonna let you have that one.
You got it.
But it's not about to be a second time.
Yeah, so
Especially
I get that.
not from somebody
but he
that.
knows that Kendrick is gonna come with the heat, because Kendrick is about
Yeah, and I feel like what
Yeah.
Kendrick put out was really just light work.
It
That
was
really
very
wasn't-
light. It
I'm
was
like, that
very
ain't-
light, because I'm like, everybody like, well, I mean, Drake.
Yeah.
I was like, listen, if Drake come back and say something, Kendrick is going to shut him down forever.
Oh yeah, he gonna
It's a
shut him
wrap.
all the way up. It ain't gonna be nothing.
Like,
he
do
can
y'all not know this is the same man that got on a Big Sean? First of all, let's talk about how every time Big Sean has a release, Kendrick Lamar intercepts it.
Yes.
He eclipses the fuck out of
Yes,
anything Big
'cause
Sean
we
does.
forgot.
And this time probably wasn't even intentional, because it wasn't even his record.
It wasn't. Yeah.
But being that it's the most controversial set of bars on that album,
Yes.
that's what eclipsed this man with his
I
single.
didn't even know he had a song come out until you sent me. You shared it in the DM, and I was like, "He had a song come out. When was this?"
and
He was
I
like,
felt
"Yeah, the same day."
So bad.
I was like, "Oh."
I was like, why did he keep doing this to bitch?
And it was actually a nice song.
It's a really good song.
You know, it's almost like you clapping for the kid that's in church that's singing, "Oh, okay, baby.
All right, baby. God bless you. Oh,
sing.
dang. But here come the guest soloist who's just going to run it down.
We almost forgot, but we're going to go ahead and let her come up
everybody
and
crying
sing.
and shouting and just blew you out the water.
Right. But it's still
like Kendrick is the same man who got on somebody else's song and disrespected this man on his own song and called out all the other rappers and said he was the king of everybody. Yeah. So Drake, count your days.
Count your days. And you and the Ghost Riders, the Avengers better assemble because
Baby.
you know you can't let this slide.
Listen.
I mean, Pusha T, yeah, he annihilated you, but who really checking for Pusha for real?
I mean, I don't like Pusha T.
I'm not really a Pusha fan. That's why I was like,
he put as his album cover,
yeah,
the picture of Whitney Houston's bathroom, Whitney and Bobby's bathroom, and I didn't like that at all.
Why would he do that?
Nobody knows the reason behind it, but I didn't like that at all. I was like, that picture was something that should not have been out in the public at all, and then you make that your album cover. You're a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, like it's clout. Yeah, it's clout. It's clout.
But anyway,
but from that, other developments in music, the iconic, incomparable Beyonce. No,
this ain't Texas.
Hey,
ain't no hold 'em.
Ho.
You know what? When we talked about that single, we both were like, it's cute.
It was like,
but it so fits in this body of work.
It does.
But we're going to get into all of that.
It does.
Because let's first talk about very briefly how Tammy ignored me.
Oh my goodness.
For a good 4 days. For a good 4 days, okay? The album came out on Friday at midnight. And I said, you know what? I'm going to digest it. I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to pull it into my spirit before I contact anybody.
Yes.
And the first person I contacted was my good friend Tammy here.
Right here. Hello, everyone.
I FaceTimed her while she was in California because she was on the other coast.
Yep. Mind you, 3 hours behind.
Yeah.
Let's just note that.
I probably did call you. Well, it was probably like 7
So I was
o'clock.
sleeping
It was
when
like
that
7,
missed call.
It probably was like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. It was crack of dawn.
It was because Saturday morning I was out early and I had listened to the album in the car and it had almost took me to glory and I had to talk to somebody to stay grounded.
To stay grounded or she was
going
to be
gone. But she did not answer the phone.
I did not.
And therefore my spirit went on to glory anyway. But I came on back because the Lord said I had more work to do and more Beyonce albums to listen to. So today, we're finally able to have the conversation because when she got back, she told me she deliberately ignored me. And I even sent her a message on Threads. I'm like, I know this hoochie is not on Threads.
I also ignored that too. I did not dignify
she was
with
on
the response.
Threads talking to everybody.
I was. Not about Beyonce.
Not about Beyonce. She didn't say
because if I know my dear friend, I know we needed to reserve that energy for this moment on today.
Understandable, but say that next time.
I didn't want to give her that because
she was up there just talking on Threads all random, and I'm like, FaceTime your friend back. And
she's like, I love how people be on Threads and don't say nothing.
I didn't do that.
Do you want me to pull up the thread?
I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
I said to you directly under your thread.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that. Yeah. I was like, I said, oh, but you can't call your friend back. That's what I said.
And I said, for that, no, I can't.
She mentioned something about she doesn't like something. I was like, but you can't call your friend back.
I said, she petty. I'm just going ahead and swipe past that.
And she, one up me, but it's cool because
I'm gonna let her stew.
We are now here today.
We are here today
to talk about the body of work.
She can unleash.
Yes, because I really want. I need to know your thoughts on this album as well.
Of course. So I'll go ahead and kind of jump in.
Okay.
So everybody was talking about it. Everybody was talking about it. Even on my Threads timeline, it was just everywhere. And even when you were reposting, and I'm reading some of the pieces, and I'm just like, okay, no, let's not read that because I want to go into it without having any.
And that's what I said.
I don't want to know nothing.
You saw what because I was like, I knew I shouldn't have doggone come on here because people was already pissing me off with their little think pieces and their little sidebars about stupid shit. And I was like, this ain't got nothing to do with me. Let me get off of here and listen to
I kept
the
seeing
music
your
for
threads
myself.
where you was giving. I said, y'all is pissing her off. Y'all better leave her alone. Okay, so I'm about to just get off of here because see.
Oh baby. We'll get into that, but continue.
But initially, I took a couple days to actually listen to it. And
did you listen to it in the car? Was that one of your listens?
I didn't get to listen to it in the car, but I had my speaker and I created an experience.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Where I was like, okay, this is a close second for me. But I have to say, at first, I was like, it took me a minute to kind of slide into it. It took me a minute to just kind of slide into it because it's country.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, now pretty much acknowledging that that's the genre of music that I don't really listen to. But there has been some songs that's been kind of hitting that I've been seeing, pop up. So I was like, okay, let's go ahead and take that out, that you don't like country, because if you keep that in there while you're listening to it, then you won't enjoy it.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, it's going to be annoying and agonizing the whole time. But once I got out of that, I was just kind of like, you really just got to admire her musicianship. The
artistry.
And I could really we could just talk about that alone, because
it's the layers for me.
Oh my God.
It goes beyond the music. It's like the layer of the historical facts and how she was able to bridge the past with the present and then give us a taste of the future. I'm just like, Beyonce, like, what be going through your mind? Like, I see why, like, you are considered like one of the hardest working people in this business, because you probably don't get no sleep. You probably be up thinking about, and
you be keeping Jay up at night.
Listen, she be having all the tabs open on her MacBook.
Yeah, I wonder how many. We should guess the number of tabs she got open on her phone.
We should take a poll on her phone. Yeah. How many tabs you have in your iPhone of searches? Yep. In different websites, and how many tabs on your MacBook? Because like, she did her research.
Yeah, thorough.
She did her research when it came to the history of, and a lot of these things I knew, but other things I'm like, girl. And then a lot of stuff was full circle too. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So what I thought was interesting was that one of the facts that I read was that she drew inspiration from a lot of iconic Western movies.
Makes sense.
Which made me want to go back and kind of watch some of them. I haven't watched The Hateful Eight, but that was on my list. But I know that was also a remake as well. Space Cowboys, The Harder They Fall, which we know that was like a big deal.
I was like, man.
Yep.
But what's crazy is that movie came out around the time that she was making this album and she was supposed to release it. And I'm like, man, these songs could have easily been on that soundtrack. But easily been in that movie.
Killers of the Flower Moon, which I still haven't watched that.
Didn't that just come out?
Yeah, that did just come out.
That was with Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Oh yeah, I want to see that.
Yep. Five Fingers for Marcellus, Urban Cowboy, and I think a few others. And then the one thing that stuck out to me was that she paid homage to the Chitlin Circuit. Yes. So a lot of those titles were names of different venues as well. And I was just like, wow. Like, really? And then another one. Which ones? American Requiem. I think I'm saying that one. Yeah, that was one of them that I saw.
It's the name of a
venue.
Oh, really?
I believe so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was just like, wow, this is like, she really wove in so many things. And I admire it, because even before she released the country album, and I know you probably picked up on this, when she posts her pictures and like what she's doing, she kind of gets in theme. Yes. She like really gets in character. Like, she changed her hair color. She is wearing the Western looks, and I'm like, okay, must be a country album coming.
Yes, of course.
Because, she's going to really embody the whole thing. And I think that might be her process when she's getting ready to probably prepare for a tour. Yeah. Because we don't see none of that.
I guess I'm the only person who doesn't think that she's going to give us another tour this year. Because it's too soon, but Beyonce is a monster, so she just might. She's an alien superstar. She just really might take her ass right back out on that road. She don't care.
She does not care.
But I feel like she's a lot older now. She's like, let me chill out. I got kids, you know. But I really think that probably closer to the end of this year, Act 3 is going to come out.
You really think so? What do you think that's going to be?
Rock.
Really?
She's going to get into her Tina Turner rock bag.
Oh, my goodness.
Because Tina Turner is like her and she kind of like okay, so I can't say that because this one was supposed to be Act 1, not Renaissance.
Right.
But due to, the pandemic and everything, she decided to change it. She was like, we needed to dance, we needed that feel good time. So yeah. But you can tell how this album goes right into Act 2, the Renaissance, because near the end of the album is when she goes into like more of the dance, the upbeat. And I'm like, girl, not you segueing from this album into like Renaissance.
A movie.
Yeah, and that's why I'm like, I think Act 3 is coming because, and also it's probably why we didn't get visuals for Act 2. I mean Act 1. Renaissance, because she was like, okay, I know I got to give them something to hold them over, so I'm gonna give them the Renaissance tour, like the visuals
and then
the
now
tour.
She's got the movie.
But now, like, I have Act 1 out, I got Act 2, Act 3 is gonna bring it all together. It's gonna be like a whole visual something because Beyonce is always about visuals. Yeah. And for her to not give us visuals, like nothing, not one video, she didn't do not one video for Renaissance. And I was like, girl.
Yeah. Like you normally have them paired in some way.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm like, I think the whole, her switching it up kind of derailed like the whole thing, but she's still going to release it because she's Beyonce. So I think when it comes to Act 3, like it's going to be a whole movie. It's going to be a whole something.
I wouldn't be surprised if it is a movie. Yeah. Because I know like Purple Rain was a movie, Moonwalker, Michael Jackson, his was a movie, even Thriller was kind of a movie as well. Yeah. So I feel like she's gonna get into that bag, and I've been seeing a lot of that happen with a lot of just independent artists focusing more on not just doing a visual or a music video just to do it, but being intentional and maybe trying to tell a story and have you experience their music in a different way. So, and I know she's got experience with, producing movies and acting in them as well. So I think this is really going to be her Michael Jackson moment, quite honestly. And I honestly feel like, and I think I said this before, this might be her her victory lap.
Everybody keeps saying that.
It's gotta be because when you've done everything.
But here's the thing though. Beyonce is from another world.
Yeah, she ain't
so we don't know what everything is yet.
We don't. Yeah. She tapping into some alien sources. She done been to Mars.
First of all, she get intel from the other worlds. Yeah. Wherever Prince is at, he came back and said, "There's a song called Bodyguard that I need you to do.
Just do that for me.
And do that for me.
And I'm going to download this into your spirit."
Let me tell you what happened to my whole entire existence when I was in the car. I almost swerved into a doggone ditch because I heard it. Okay, so when I first heard the album, it was like I said, it was an hour before I had to start work that Friday because I was not able to stay. I fell asleep at midnight. I fell asleep and woke up maybe like 13 minutes past midnight. We is not waiting up
for albums to drop no more.
Baby. Listen, B, like...
I get it in the morning.
Your day ones is about the same age as you,
okay? Listen, give or take.
We work 9 to 5. Okay. We be tired, okay?
We be tired.
So I'm not staying up past it. It's just not happening. Doing it. But I woke up 13 minutes past. I hit download and I went back to sleep. I snuggled right on back up. I
did my part. It's going to be ready for me in the morning. Okay,
so I said... So I literally got up an hour before I had to start work and I hit play, put my AirPods in, and I was, like, okay. But like in the bed, like so much was going through my mind and like the start of my day and other things, like I couldn't really settle into it. But I heard everything and I was like, oh, this is great. This is a body of work that is just an American music masterclass. Yeah. Because she gave us so many different genres within one. And then like wrapped it in a country bow and was like, hey, your girl is American music, your girl is country, your girl is all of the things.
She's all the things.
You can't say, first of all, out the gate, for her to be like, to make American Requiem, which pretty much is, a Requiem is like a what do they call it? A repose for the dead. Yep. So to call it that, I thought was very interesting.
I love that.
And for you to say it was the name of a venue, I'm like, I need to look up this venue. Yeah. Because that is a very, I know she had a bunch of venue
names in it, and I believe that was one of them.
Out the gate on that song, that's the first thing I heard when I was in bed. I was like, oh, this is a big fuck you to anybody who came for her for them that CMA performance. Yep. And like literally on the song, she was like, there's a lot of talking going on while I'm singing my song. She was like, even if you don't listen past this first song, you gonna hear what the fuck I got to say.
Okay, and we're gonna put it right here, and kicking in the door.
Bed right here.
Right now. So you already know what you're getting into. Okay. Right, we ain't gonna wait to the end. We ain't gonna hide the hidden track. Okay. Look at there. Okay. I was like, okay.
I was like, oh, so you kicking their teeth in on the first track.
Oh, yeah. Like kicking the door, waving the fofo. Waving the fofo.
Listen. And then like the opening harmonies, it was very much giving me Queen. I love Queen.
Yes. I was like, oh. I was like, take my breath away then, okay?
I was like, give me a little bit of Bohemian Rhapsody in there, baby.
Yes.
Give me Freddie Mercury in there, baby. Because, oh my God, they were so robust. Yes. And I was like, Beyonce, you are a monster. And the way she played with her voice on this album, I'm like, her voice is just one big-ass instrument that nobody knows where to get it.
Like, yeah, she just be doing whatever. and it works. Like training and like... But what I also liked about this album, because at first, I'll be honest, going into it, I'm thinking, all right, country, Second, Beyonce, right? That's just like, I didn't agree with her being Nala on The Lion King, because I really feel like Nala played Beyonce. Beyonce didn't play Nala. Beyonce was Beyonce.
That's neither here nor there. Leave my girl alone.
She still got work to do in the acting, you know? Yeah. Maybe voiceover, you just can't do everything, and voiceover really ain't even that important. It ain't up there in the top 5 or whatever. But I was like, all right, let me take my Nala experience out of this. And I just was like, she was herself in this. Her sound, she made the tracks and the music bend to her, and not her having to conform to, which I think is very important, because we forget Black people made all this music shit low key.
Period.
Every genre that you know of was birthed by a Black person.
Period.
Country is one of those genres that I feel like we've just kind of let white people have. And now that we've went on and claimed everything else, now we're kind of coming back and claiming that. I don't know if you've seen Trolls World Tour.
No.
Okay, you got nieces, so you should see that. But in that, there's this bad troll that comes and is trying to steal all the guitar strings, which is pretty much all the sounds of music, so that there can be one sound that everybody conforms to, which is basically rock. And so I feel like Black people in a way are kind of going back around, and we're going to reclaim our strings in a way, not to make it
not a word on this. What's today, Thursday? Are we in Bible study?
Hey, listen, that came to me. I was like, man, this made me think of Trolls.
Wow,
yeah,
that's deep.
And we have other people that are not Black that are starting to what's that word when you appropriate our culture in other ways, and they, we have mixed bag of artists now that's in hip hop and everything, and I guess nothing wrong with that, to each his own. But country really has been that genre that Nashville has just kind of like, this is ours, and we just didn't even touch, because if you like country, you were a special kind of person.
Yeah.
On one end of the spectrum, and then on the other end of the spectrum, you are a person that truly does like all music.
Love music.
Yeah.
Because a good song is a good song, regardless of the genre.
Regardless, exactly. So what I noticed in that was that, okay, Beyonce is a person, even in her personality. Look at me talking like I know her.
Don't
Beyonce is. I can tell y'all about Beyonce.
Don't we all?
So, but she is a person that commands the attention and owns anything that she's in. She embodies it first. So it's just like, in a way, she became one with that genre of music, because we're so far removed from it in a way.
First of all, she grew up in Texas. She is the grandbaby of a moonshine man.
Okay, listen.
Okay, with roots in Louisiana.
Okay, the South.
Okay, so it's like, first of all, it doesn't surprise me that that's what she did. Second of all, it was like, how dare you tell me that I can't be a part of this genre?
Yeah.
And you tell me I'm not American enough or country enough, but I am. And first of all, what does that even mean?
What does that even mean?
What do you mean American enough?
Especially American. What does that even mean?
And like the lyrics of American Requiem themselves, like those big ideas, are buried here. Like talking about like all of the big ideas that Black people have had that we weren't able to.
Or they were exploited or stolen.
Right. And then at the end of that, she says, at the end, what's the song? Amen. But it's still the continuation of American Requiem, but the same chorus. But she says, those big ideas were buried here. No, she said, those old ideas are buried here. Like, I'm going to end this out with all that racist bullshit that y'all was talking about. It's buried right here and right now. Like, everybody, this is inclusive, baby. And like throughout the whole album, she talked about the sins of forefathers. Like that was like a theme. And she's like pretty much trying to like be like, hey, I ain't really talking about my daddy. I'm talking about y'all daddy.
I'm talking about y'all daddy now.
I'm talking about the rapists and the thieves and the crooks that were sent over here on boats and decided to start a country.
Hello.
And then they ended up stealing my people.
And
to
everything about
build
us.
it. Yeah. So there were so many different undertones. But all of that aside, the music, from American Requiem, I already went into that, to what came after that? Look, I don't even remember the track list. I'm so blown away.
Now y'all know, disclaimer, Don't act like y'all forgot.
You already know what the disclaimer is.
Y'all already know. I ain't
don't judge us. Judge your mammy.
All right.
Okay. Blackbird. Okay.
Blackbird.
As soon as I heard Blackbird, I was bawling. Such
a pretty song.
I'm trying to not even well up right now. Didn't know that. First of all, I never heard the Beatles version. God bless the Beatles. Thank you so much for writing us a civil rights song.
Their song is pretty.
I believe it, but they would never make me cry like Beyonce. They would never have me in my feelings like Beyonce and the 4 beautiful black women that were on that song. And I felt that it was a beautiful tribute to them because it's like y'all are, trying to trailblaze through country as black women, but you're not afforded the same opportunities and the same, spotlight as the other people. Yeah. So, this song is really dedicated to y'all as the blackbirds of the country. Ooh. And I was just like, oh, Beyonce, you just.
She does. Where the tissue at? Who cutting onions in here?
And it's everything that was going on in my life at the time. I was like, I'm a black bird trying to fly with broken wings, Lord Jesus.
She just, this I have to say it is a masterpiece. It shouldn't be compared to anything. The body of work itself and just her musicianship, her ability to embody a genre that essentially has been taken from us, stripped from us, is something that not a lot of people can do, because some people just think, and I think that's what separates an artist or musician just from somebody who's just doing the music. You just hear a song or you hear a track and you just put some words to it. There's thought and feeling and history. There's so much emotion. There is intention just embodied and woven and just tied and tangled up and all of it, and it did feel like a movie.
Like the interlude on Solange's second album, Nothing Without Intention.
Yep.
Nothing without
intention.
Nothing without intention. I was like, man, Beyonce. But I'm just gonna go through the track list really quickly. I'm not gonna harp on.
So we can take this our podcast.
I know.
Who's gonna check us? Y'all trying to check us?
Who?
Y'all got a problem?
Speak up.
Okay.
You in the back.
And then sit down.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so 16 Carriages, love it. I know you were like, but
I like it now.
I know, because everybody says that they were kind of like, it fits into the body of work. And in the way that she put this track list together, I'm just like, God dog.
When you listen to it with, just not even to cut you off, that the way everything flowed, that's what made me like it so much. I was like, wow, I feel like I hadn't heard it before. Now I can really hear it.
There were actually people like, did something change about 16 Carriages on the album? I
said the same thing.
And I was like, nothing changed. Just that y'all like it. Just that y'all like it now.
We like it. That's what it is. Just say you like it. Because they trying to call. They don't want to like it.
Just say you like it. That's all it is.
I'm sure it's something else.
No, you just like it now. At first you were kind of, you
weren't sure because it was country. You can admit that.
But baby, I told you from the beginning I love that song because what I love the most about country is the storytelling. Yeah. The lyrics. I'm so big on lyrics. Yeah. And also the way that she can use her voice to convey lyrics because not a lot of artists can do that.
That's the
like even with me, like that's something that I would struggle with recording. Like I can't put the emotion behind my voice to really convey the lyrics.
It's like acting.
It really is. Yeah. Even though she not maybe so
she can act in the singing. She just can't act
in music video. She a good music video actress.
By all means. Sure. Yeah.
No shade whatsoever.
None. Ain't no tree over here.
Then it goes into Protector, which is a beautiful song with Rumi on it. I love the lyrics of that too. Protector. It's very beautiful. It's very maternal, and and then somebody mentioned that maybe she was. It's coming after 16 Carriages, where she's talking about all of the things that she had to endure in personal and in business. As a child, essentially a 16-year-old. I think that's what the 16 is for. It was when her career took off. And all the things she had to endure and protect herself from. And then they said Protector was probably like
to protect her
kids, but also herself. Like it was a song to herself too. And I was like, oh,
I love that.
And then My Rose, I found out on the album, the actual CDs that are printed, it's titled Mr. Sir. So My Rose was dedicated to her son.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's a beautiful little ditty bop. Yeah, so
are people still buying CDs?
I did with the Renaissance, but it's because it came with a T-shirt and it was the box set.
So you bought the box and just happened to have the CD.
Yeah, I bought the T-shirt. And
how are you playing that these days?
I still have a CD player in my car. My car is a 2018 and it still came with a CD player.
So they haven't gotten rid of that yet.
Nah, but I might buy this one too because it's another t-shirt that I want, and it comes with a CD.
So we're doing it for it's like the CD just happens to be accompanied with the shirt that I want.
It'll be worth money some years down the line. I'm really not mad at it.
It's gonna be called
because I mean CDs are pretty much already phased out. So.
Yeah, antiques.
Willie fucking Nelson. No, first of all, for her to have Willie Nelson and Dolly Parton, who are like the golden children of country,
to
co-sign your shit.
Oh my goodness! And we got to talk about Jolene.
Okay. I was gonna get into that. We already did Texas Hold'em. Before we do Bodyguard,
we just need a moment of silence.
I really do
that.
because when I heard it in the car, I promise you, I almost swerved into a ditch. I screamed. Like all of the bumps of the goose was up on my body.
I gotta listen to it but my sound system is not.
And then I knew in my mind, I said, this has Raphael Sadiq all over it. And I finally found the credits today because the credits aren't on her website yet, but they're out there somewhere on some websites. They got them on Wikipedia, and then I found another website that also has the credits, and it's strictly him. I was like
I know. I be knowing.
I be knowing.
I'm telling you, that's why we got the lyrical scene, because we be knowing.
That song does something to me. It's not even just the lyric. It's like the way it's sung. It's the vocal production of it all. It is the music. Yeah. And I promise you, Prince showed up for that session and was like, let me just go ahead and do this guitar solo in there.
Yep.
And then the way the bass is just
yeah, that song, I remember you had mentioning, I think I might have seen it in your threads or something about Bodyguard. And I was just like, okay.
I put it on my story. I was like, this is the one. Yeah. Period. I was like, I don't need to listen to no other song on the album. This is the one.
I've seen a lot of people talking about that. And I was like, all right, I'm just mental note. That's the only thing I'm going to take from social medias. And I listened to that one again with my earphones in, and that was an experience.
I mean, it just sounded like Prince was sitting there playing the piano.
I'm telling you, it's just...
And then he did that guitar solo.
I'm like, yo. And this is just in my ear pods? I'm like... And I mean, shout out to Apple, of course, but then also...
So imagine blasting it in the car.
Ooh.
Like, it reminds me of just... riding in the back of a pickup truck with the cowboy hat over my face with my feet perched up on the outside on the ledge of the pickup truck on the back.
Yes,
in the bed.
It's a golden hour.
In the golden hour where the sun is setting, honey, and we riding down Route 66 on our way to Vegas.
Yes. It really painted a picture.
It really... Thank you.
That's what made me like really settle in. Like I had forgotten I was listening to the album, and I was just like, "Oh, wait a minute! I feel like I had dropped into a movie for a moment."
That part, and
then I remember reading that they're like it plays. It's like a movie, the 3 different parts, hence the 27 songs. Yeah, and I was like. I just didn't even know it. I kind of like checked out, but I was like, man, this song is just so beautiful. Like I could feel it in my core.
Right.
I was like, this is just beautiful.
It is a gorgeous song. Like it
is. Yeah. That is
number one for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's number one for me on this album.
I like that one up there with American Requiem. That's just me.
Yeah. That's definitely top.
Those two. Really,
Okay. So getting into Jolene, I guess Jolene wasn't much of a shock to me because the Beehive already clocked that.
Yeah,
they were all like, "And she gonna do Jolene, and so like, I wasn't really surprised when when I saw it on the track list. But I did like her version of it, but
I did like her
it's
too.
Like, okay, I'm a Dolly Parton fan, love her. Jolene is not one of my favorite songs by her, but I know it's everybody else's favorite, so it's why everybody is going crazy over it, and I get it.
Beyonce's version.
Yeah, because she's a Creole banjo bitch from Louisiana. Yes. Okay. So I like the way she rewrote it, and I like the fact that she still gave Dolly all of the writing credits, even though she rewrote it to like the more modern version.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that Dolly let her do that. Yeah. Dolly wanted her to do it, so
she's like, "Yeah, you got to do Jolene."
Listen, at the end of the day, Dolly is about her coin.
Okay, look, she got paid either way.
Either way, she got paid. Okay?
Look, she ate either way.
She's not a hater. She's about her almighty dollar.
Okay, look, and at her age, that woman.
Hey, honeybee. I love her voice.
Honeybee.
Hey, honeybee. You sing about that hoodie with the good hair.
With the good hair.
Except she had flaming locks or auburn hair, but hers just the same.
All the same. I was like, all right.
She's such a cute voice. I love it.
She is so cute. And I was thinking, I'm like, I could just picture her in the booth saying that because I saw her struggling on the Super Bowl, standing in one spot.
She was. But I did scream when I heard her voice. Hey, honey, bee. I
was like, hey, Dolly. What's up, Dolly?
Hey, girl. Hey,
Dolly is the one that can come to the barbecue for me.
Oh, period.
She can. Yeah. Dolly gets to come to the barbecue.
Definitely. I loved Daughter because not only was it a story, it gave me very much Kill Bill.
Yes.
And I'm all about that. I love the way it was written. I love the content. But then she sang an Italian aria in the middle of it. Did opera. Oh no.
And that's why she is unmatched, everybody. If you forgot, because she does that, and when she, especially,
and I'm like she been doing like operatic little stuff in the background. Like she did it on Flawless and a few other songs. She did like opera in the background. Like she been doing it for a minute. Like it's nothing new. But
just even bending the song and bringing that into it, it's like she just mixes elements. But I'm like,
she actually did like an opera song.
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
like okay.
She was like, let me show y'all hoes that not only am I country,
okay,
I'm all the genre.
Okay, and we're gonna do it this way.
Oh God, spaghetti. Let me tell you about spaghetti, honey.
Spaghetti.
And I thought it was cute because when I heard spaghetti, I was like, what's she named Spaghetti? And I was like, oh, spaghetti westerns, duh. I ain't no regular singer, not gonna get everything you came for. I was like, come on, B.
She was snapping on that one.
Oh, she straight snapped. Jay-Z did a wonderful job writing that for her.
Yes.
Well, they said they wrote it together. That's what the credits said. But I'm like, that's all Jay.
That was all
the
Jay.
way she switched the flow in the middle. I was like, oh, that is all Jay.
I was like, oh my God, okay.
But she is but Beyonce always been a rapper. I don't even know why y'all trying to play with my girl.
She should do a rap album.
I mean, she did the whole the Quarters album or whatever.
She did. Oh yeah, and she sounds so good when she raps.
I'm like,
she should do a rap album.
First of all, y'all don't remember when she did Carmen the hip hopper?
Yes.
Yo, where the man by my side at? Like the day one, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know when she did Carmen
hip hopper.
Yes, and she killed it back then. Like this is not new to her. So people be like Beyonce. I'm like Beyonce been a rapper.
Been snapping.
She been spitting hot fire. Okay, Dylan for years.
We're gonna call it byline.
But I feel like this is the hardest verse she's ever done.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you only give me one? Where the rest of it?
Yeah, no,
I want a verse 2.
It's not 2.
Okay.
Easy.
I want a verse 3. I want more.
That right there, that's why I was like, from that, I was like, oh, she needs to do a rap album. Easy.
And everybody thinks that's what Act 3 is. I'm like, no, she does it all the time.
I would
be
surprised if she did that.
I would be surprised too.
And almost maybe a little bit disappointed.
I'd be disappointed too.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you don't have to.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
It's like,
at this point, you've already proven that that's what you can do.
You sound good when you do it every now and then. I don't know if I want to divulge a whole rap album.
I could listen. If it's like spaghetti, I could definitely hear a whole album. It don't have to be 27 songs. But
definitely not. It could be an EP.
I was about to say, give me an EP.
Don't give me a full album though.
Okay.
You can do an EP.
It could be Act 2.5. I'll take that.
Commercial break. That's what it could be. It's Beyonce's
we'll
commercial break.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.
After this commercial break. Yep.
Live from New York City, it is at 2.5.
2.5. Beyonce gonna come out with the gold grill.
Yes.
Oh man, taking it back to the 90s.
Goddamn. Alligator Tears.
Oh yeah.
That song does something. Okay, now that's top 1.5 because. Yeah, Bodyguard is 1. Alligator Tears for me is 1.5. And I know a lot of people don't really rock with Alligator Tears.
Yeah.
But also, what I absolutely love about Alligator Tears is that it has a double message. And I had to ask the people on Threads because I thought I was crazy. But I knew I was right. But because everybody confirmed it, except a few people like, nah, I don't think so. Mm-hmm. But so the content of Alligator Tears is pretty much a lover that's, being manipulative, but you still love them anyway.
Yeah.
But the way it was written, I was like, this sounds like it could be synonymous to white tears. Let me
hold on. Yeah.
Let me pull up the
you got my attention.
Let me pull up the
lyrics.
The lyrics for you.
The lyrics.
Oh, that's right. She did release a extra bounce to the Texas Hold'em Pony Up remix.
Oh my! Haven't we had enough? We didn't need
not at all. Not with Beyonce.
New Orleans.
Not with Beyonce.
It's like, don't do the most now. Don't get carried away. Okay.
Listen, don't come for my girl.
I'm just saying.
She out here milking it, and I ain't mad at it. You know how she do.
Do you, Beyonce? You about to retire anyway, so she don't care.
No, she not. Stop saying that.
Look, you know when people quit their job, when they put in their notice, they get to acting up that last week.
Okay, so you say move a mountain, and I'll throw on my boots. You say stop the river from running, I'll build a dam or two. Ooh. You say change religions, and now I spend Sundays with you. I was like, oh, that's where.
That's right.
I was
there.
like, wait a minute. Something about those tears of yours. How does it feel to be adored? And I'm like, oh, this has a double message.
Especially that third bar.
Especially
right
about changing religions. And I was like, oh, I think she's talking about white people.
Yeah, gotta be because you know.
Everybody's like, why she call it alligator tears? It's crocodiles. I was like, well, she's from Louisiana and Texas, and they have alligators out there. They don't have crocodiles. Crocodiles is in Florida. They ain't got the crocodiles. They got the gators. They got the gators.
The big ones.
And then somebody was like, it was also a play on words from Formation, where she said, I twirl on my haters, albino alligators, and I was like, albino means white. I was trying to put two and two together.
Because a lot of times she do. Sometimes
she do tie stuff together.
Tag because
I really think Bodyguard is like the country like folky version of On the Run.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. That makes so much sense when you put it that way. Yeah, because she does like to tag.
She does.
Old albums. She'll even go back a couple albums.
She'll do a ping back. Yeah.
And for the real ones, they'll know like, oh, I catch that. That's just like that. Yeah. Everything is tied together.
Where we at now? Smoke Hour, also with Willie Nelson. I just thought that was cute. You know? Just for fun. I'm like, it's a nice song. It's just kind of.
I skipped over that one. And that was
I'm like, and I don't really know what you're talking about. So
I was like, okay,
it's nice, it's beautiful.
But keep going.
What I did not expect, and what I did not expect to like, was Two Most Wanted with Miley Cyrus.
And I know that had the internet going up too.
It did.
There was like Miley was really because like
everyone was like, it was either going to be like Taylor. I don't even want to say her name, her or that other girl. The TS girl, or who else did they say it could be? It was some other person, but nobody expected it to be Miley. But I was like, it makes all the sense for Miley to be on this album. First of all, she is Dolly Parton's goddaughter. She's the nepo baby of country, sure.
Of course.
You know, she's extremely talented.
Yeah.
And then the horse on the cover is Miley's horse.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Chardonnay. Get it?
Of course. Chardonnay.
And it's the brand, not the brand, Jesus.
The brand of horse.
The breed. The breed of horse that starts off as black, is born black, and then it loses pigment and it turns white.
Oh, wow. Wait, I got to finish this laugh, though.
Okay.
I want to comment on that, but I got to get this out.
I'm so sorry.
My laugh was like, wait, I'm not done yet.
I was trying to help her move on, y'all. I'm sorry.
I tried, but the laugh snatched me back. Like, wait, we got.
Because she said brand.
The horse.
I was thinking about the Western branding. You know, when they put the thing in the fire and they brand them.
I'm going to a horse race
and they brand them. Yeah.
What brand of horses? Who make y'all?
Who manufactured this?
Who manufactured this horse? This is a Mustang,
right?
You know, Ford. That's the Ford brand.
That's the Ford brand.
Oh, this from the Ford line. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go down there all ignorant. Okay. All right. I'm over it.
So y'all,
but I'll just. Okay.
But that's the intention behind it that I think is beautiful because it's the horse that is born black or brown and then they lose pigment as they become older and they turn completely white. Ow. They turn completely white, which is
much like our music.
Come on, somebody.
Starts off black and then it turns white.
Come on, somebody.
Yeah. Hey, we're just gonna say it.
Everything with intention, Beyonce.
Everything with intention.
My God today.
That was a horse.
It is a beautiful song though. Yes. I did not expect their voices to gel like that, to mesh, to complement each other. I didn't. No. But I forgot. But also, Beyonce can bend and twist her voice to anything. But I love Miley's tone. So I didn't expect it to be a terrible song. I just didn't know how it was going to work. Well, but it works perfectly. I was like,
because Beyonce got a lot more range in what she can do to color her voice. Yeah,
but Miley, like, even though she's like maybe limited in like notes, you know, with her range,
the texture of her voice is really good.
And the tone is so rich. Oh my God. Yeah. I love it. I can buy myself flowers. Yeah. That's my song. Okay, anyway, I'm not gonna do that. The Linda Martell show, I was very happy that she had Linda Martell on there, and she, you know, introduced the masses to Linda Martell. For those of you who don't know, would you like to go ahead?
No, you go right ahead.
Oh, okay.
I'm letting you take it away.
She is the first black person I think ever who had like commercial success in country music.
Yep.
But of course she wasn't accepted by the others.
Of course.
By the cousins.
Wasn't getting.
But she got it out the mud and did it on her own, baby.
Listen. Okay? All right.
Yaya. Let me tell you about Yaya. First of all, I don't know what Yaya means. Don't care. The first thing that came to my mind was Yayo, with Erykah Badu. And I wonder if Erykah Badu tweeted, "Oh, you name your song Yaya because I got a song on my album called Yayo." Because you know Erykah like to troll the hell out of her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why do y'all fall for this? Y'all know Erykah fuck with her. She just be
talking.
She's a funny ass Pisces. She can't help herself. She loves to troll.
It's funny to her.
Yes, she loves to troll, but they really do like each other. Like it's not that deep. Like, why do y'all?
Beyonce probably seen that and
laughed her ass off.
Yeah, like she's so
funny. She likes to troll the Beehive. Like that's all it is. But anyway.
Like this ain't for Beyonce.
Like,
this is for her hive.
Right. Like they're actually friends. Like, they're Texan sisters. Like, get over it. But Yaya was very... Oh, I love the way she textured her voice in that. And the way she switched her voice up a lot on that song. What I loved the most about it was at the end, she did that ooh. Like Howlin' Wolf, who was a blues singer... who was on he was signed to Chess Records in Chicago.
They featured him in one of those movies. Was it Ray?
Cadillac Records,
yeah.
That she was in. And I was like,
she played
sis.
Etta James.
She played Etta James. And I was like, look at you highlighting.
And I love that movie. I actually loved her in that movie.
I loved Cadillac Records.
It
is an underdog in really good like historical music films. Yeah. It is listen, I implore each and every person under the sound of my voice.
Yes.
To go and stream Cadillac Records.
Please,
She did a really good job playing
Etta James. She did
an
amazing job.
She did. So well that Etta James hated her ass.
Okay.
that heifer been singing my song to the president. That's my song.
That's
well, baby, you can't sing it no more.
Okay.
So that's why you
let her have it.
Let her do it. Thank you.
Yeah.
But Yaya is like a fusion of everything. Like it gives you the 60s, the 70s, the rock and roll, the nice blues, the jazz
wave
with a little bit of country in it. And then like the way she just switched up her voice so many different ways in that song.
Look, that's talent. That's talent. Nice little ride in that. It's like a history lesson in its own right. And how you see how music morphs over time.
Yes.
In those time frames.
Yeah, and all of the different samples. Somebody mentioned the samples, but I don't feel like pulling it up. Y'all do y'all homework.
Y'all got to do some homework too.
Yeah, because I thought about it, but I'm not about to give y'all all that. Y'all, this is too much. And then Louisiana, which is that's Chuck Berry, but of course they kind of chopped and screwed, but they like kind of sped it up a little bit.
Love Chuck Berry.
Desert Eagle, my God. It's the bass for me. You know, I am a bass whore.
I love bass.
I will give it all away for the bass.
Oh, yeah. Throw the panties on the stage.
The panties, the bra.
Yep.
The shirt, the jeans.
Throw me on the stage.
Yeah, I'll just put my whole ass up there.
Okay, I'm following.
For the bass.
For the bass.
Because I'm all about that bass, no trouble.
All about that bass.
No trouble. That bass player, I need to see who you are. I need to see your face.
Show your face.
I found out who he was. His name is Ba Christ or Christ. I don't know.
All right, Ba.
Yeah, I need to seek him out because goddamn.
Yeah.
And then the way she sang, oh, that do-si-do. I was like, she's been all nasty, somehow making it creamy in the middle. I was like, you
she gotta be nasty.
She always gotta be a little bit of
Virgo in her.
Yeah, she gotta be a little nasty.
Gotta be a little nasty.
I appreciated it though. River dance, bounce on the shit, dance. Bounce on the shit, dance.
Hey.
Bounce on the shit, dance. Bounce on the shit, no hands. I was like, yep.
Yeah.
Put it through the river. I was like, come on, Beyonce, you better give us a country dance song.
And I could see how that, like you were saying earlier, how that would have been like this was
the lead into Renaissance. That it was that Tyrant, which I fucking love Tyrant. Sweet Honey Buckin', all three of those.
Sweet Honey Buckin', I like. Yeah, I really like Sweet Honey Buckin'.
And then she ties it in with Amen, going back into American Requiem.
And that's the end of the movie.
Yeah. And she was, it was something she said at the end of that. Go to the, y'all ain't gonna judge me. I'm just gonna go to the lyrics.
Cause that's what, hey, if we gonna quote Beyonce, we gonna quote it right. We gonna get it right.
This house was built with blood and bone, and it crumbled. Yes, it crumbled. The statues the statues they made were beautiful, but they were lies of stone. Woo! I was like, come on in. Say a prayer for what has been. Will be the ones to purify our father's sins.
That's big.
Yeah. We'll be the ones to purify. Like, hey, it's up to us now to stop lying about the past. Yeah. And just go ahead and just purify our father's sins. And like, can we all just exist? Can we all just exist together? Because at the end of the day, we do it better. So like, just accept it. Just accept it and move on. No, let me stop. That's me.
Right. We're here now. We was gonna come back in.
We was gonna come back in eventually anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it was destined. Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
I think. So yeah, Beyonce, hats off to you.
Mercy on me, baby, have mercy on me.
All right, you better sing.
Mercy.
She is literally undisputed, incomparable, unmatched. And if you haven't listened to Cowboy Carter, we are not getting paid for this.
We're not.
But we just music.
I don't need to though. This is from the heart.
This is from the heart. This is
from the heart. As they say in Compton. This is from the heart.
From the heart. You know, on the gang, so make sure y'all go
on the dead homies.
On the dead homie. Then let us know how y'all, what's your favorite song? How did you feel about it? Please. I would love to now be open to some think pieces. The doors of the church are open. So
no, I don't want to hear nothing nobody else got to say. Because I told you them takes that I first saw.
Like that's it.
Were all about the lyrical content and about her basing every single lyric that she sang about her relationship with Jay-Z. And I was like, Lemonade ruined y'all hoes.
Yeah.
Because she can't just sing a hypothetical thing.
It's like, damn,
she can't build upon something and embellish. She can't heal.
They marriage can't be
reconciled. And I'm like, the whole theme of country like music is always about deep in relationships and heartbreak and all that. Like most music. Like
R&B.
R&B. Like
it's like love and hurt and brokenheartedness.
But y'all can listen to Summer Walker sing all her woes.
Oh.
But you upset about this woman who's actually still married to her husband.
Right.
Like, make it make sense. And like, that's their
do go through
at the end of the day, that's their marriage. Right. And they go through ups and downs. And yes, people do forgive and move on. He could possibly have changed and become a better man.
People are allowed to change.
So shut the fuck up.
Right. So,
shut the fuck
up. Fuck you, me. Okay. Yeah. So y'all make sure y'all
go ahead and listen to that.
And let us know what y'all think.
Okay. So while we still have a little bit of time, Diarra from Detroit. Go.
So I watched it.
Yay. And actually, it's a new episode tonight. I can't wait to go home and watch it.
I can't wait to watch it either. Because at first, when I got into it, the first episode, I was just like, this is trash.
Really?
I did at first. But it was like the first maybe 15 minutes.
Anything with Kenya Barris's name on it, I'm very leery about.
And I saw that too when I ran it back. I was like, I'm going to just start it over because, you know what?
Because I can definitely tell like his writing influence.
Yeah. But I thought it was... What episode was it for me?
It was the last one for me.
The last one was really good. The last one was
hilarious.
That one took the cake. I was like, oh, y'all got
Where did Anita Baker first lose her virginity? There is something wrong with you.
Just all of the jokes, the comedy writing to me, especially in that episode, it was so funny. The characters. Yeah. Oh, they casted that so well. Dominique Perry that plays her friend, the entrepreneur girl, I forget her name, but her name's Dominique Perry, the actress. She is hilarious.
I love her.
She literally that character was made for her.
Yes.
I just love seeing it because it makes me think of. Did you watch the Dolores Roach series.
Yes, I love that.
It makes me think of that in a way because of how it was shot. And the writing and everything. But it's also an interesting take on the crazy things you go through when you are going through a heartache or divorce in her situation, and the things you fall off into, and how it's a unique way to find love.
The story is very unique within itself, which I am very thoroughly entertained by, because I'm like, girl, you won't catch me giving a fuck about this man. But I'm so invested in your investment in this man.
Right. That I'm actually rooting for her.
Yeah. Like I'm like, please find him. Please find him.
Yeah. I don't think.
And I think that's why all her friends are at this point. They're like, oh shit, 2 and 2 is becoming 4. So like, we need to be invested too. Because at first they were like, girl, we need to pray this away.
Yeah, like you need to let this go, because we don't do this. Black people do not do this.
As soon as she found that book bag, I was like, oh
yeah. Like, she found it.
I was like, damn, she got a spidey sense like a mug. Okay, so what's kind of interesting to me though, I don't know if Heather listens, but hey Heather, hey girl, how you doing?
Hey.
She had a book that she like wrote that was kind of similar, and I was
mystery, because she likes mysteries.
Yes, and I was like, because I don't know if did she put it out? I don't know. She did.
She published that back in 2018.
Okay,
2017.
Because it was definitely giving me the vibes, because she let me read it like in advance before she put it out, and it was so good.
Yeah,
but I was just like, this is kind of giving me.
Yeah, shout out to her. She's an amazing writer.
To Heather, yes. But I was like, I hope y'all not biting from my.
Yeah, because
this seems very similar. But then my friend told me that there was an actual situation where a boy was taken from, what mall was that? Westland Mall? I think it was Westland Mall, like over some years ago. So it was an actual scenario.
Oh wow,
that actually happened. So
I
they're
felt
building
like
up.
I didn't know anything about it
from
some, if not loosely, because how else would they get details?
Yeah, my
like
friend
that?
said like years later they were like they were producing like these photographs of him of how he could look progression photos. And so she was like, it's not off base from like an actual story, and I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know anything about that. So
interesting. That's what I appreciate about it, is that it is like a coming of age. Like I never would have thought of anything like that. And I know in an influx of content that's out now, we're all looking for something. A lot of these stories have been retold. Some people don't really know how to think outside the box. And what I love even more is that Black people get to these roles in these shows, something like that you probably would have seen with a white cast or a mixed cast, but we get to bend and stretch our characters, because Black people can do it too.
Yes.
And it's like we can live in another world. Yes. Spider-Man can be Black.
Yes, he sure can. And he was.
All of these characters can be Black too. They don't have to just be white. They could be any color. Yeah. But I really, the show, the story, the characters. The first episode, now I remember, the first episode, I was like, okay, now that I'm kind of getting the gist of what's going on, I'm like, how are you going to tell this story? Like, okay, I get the divorce. I get moving back into your mama house. But how the hell do you get interested in finding a lost person? I mean, yeah, you get on a dating app. Okay, I get that. But I just was like, I wasn't really grabbing on to.
Yeah. Well, what they started to develop as it went on is that she's actually really good at paying attention to details. And remembering things and putting 2 and 2 together. So she kind of does have a weird ass spidey sense. Yeah,
because I was like, some of the stuff that she was recalling, I was like, okay, I saw that, but why are you tying that with this? Like, why would you pull those specific details? And then it was like, okay, I remember seeing that myself,
but also in character building, like what we talk about a lot. When in the first episode, she broke up the fight, got punched, and then she was in the office with the principal, and the principal was like, "You know what everybody around here call you? doing the most or whatever." And I was like, okay, so they kind of made it, Miss Extra or whatever. So they kind of built it like, she always does above and beyond for simple things. Yeah. So it makes sense why she would be like oscillating in her brain about trying to find this man. Yeah. And also it's like, if you have really good chemistry with somebody, which we've had this conversation before, you have really good chemistry with somebody and then it just cuts off. It's like, no, something has to be wrong. Yeah. Because how did it go from all of this to nothing.
To nothing.
Yeah.
Wow, you just gave me a whole nother perspective.
Lord, it just made me think about my own like situation, or past situation where like, damn, I can kind of understand.
Yeah,
like I didn't obsess, of course, to that effect, to where I thought the man was missing.
But at least caused you to ask the question. Yeah, like I'm genuinely, I would like to know if I could find out right now in this moment. I would like to know.
I would like to know
because that chemistry, and we felt chemistry, but it's like when I'm like, hey, I actually was invested in this. I was rooting for this.
I actually had spent more time though, but she.
Yeah,
which adds more salt in the wound, honestly. Yeah. But
I'm actually, the show, it had a slow start for me, but now that I'm in episode 4, well, I've already caught up and they got a new episode coming on tonight. I'm like, all right, I want to see how this plays out. I don't think that it's gonna be, or it could have the potential for being like a long series.
I don't either. I
see it being limited.
Yeah, I see it being limited too. Because I'm like, I can't wrap my brain around how they could stretch this.
Because once you find them, that's it. What else? Yeah. Is she gonna be a detective? And I'm not invested in that story.
But I'm glad that they added more than one episode when they debuted it, because it was a slow burn in the beginning.
Yeah,
and they probably imagined like, okay, people probably ain't gonna catch on to this because of how crazy and aloof the story is. But as you go on and like the different characters, like the next door neighbor who's now helping her and stuff, and oh my God, Felicia Rashad.
Oh yeah!
Did I ever tell y'all I fucked all the members of the Temptations?
She was like, the Temptations have had a lot of changes.
She was like, you know that it's been a lot of different members in that lineup. How many we talking?
Original.
She's like, how much time you got, ma'am?
Felicia. I like her in that role. I really like her in that role.
I appreciate that they have like real like actors and actresses like Felicia. They got old boy Morris Chestmeat.
She's trying to kill me today. She's trying to kill me. Y'all heard it first. She's trying, because it caught y'all.
You got the best taco meat.
Because you just spit out your water in your drink too, didn't you?
Oh, Lord.
She tried to kill us. Yep.
He waxes it now, but back in the day, he used to be on camera with that chest meat, and I used to call it more chest meat, like that taco meat. I used to
now
be like, boy,
when I watch it, I'm looking for that.
Brush it.
Like,
no, he waxed it now. You know, we're a little more progressed now. But back in the day, you know,
because that's not becoming at his age. Not when you.
What was that movie,
40.
The Brothers or something? He had all that taco meat.
Get that off your chest.
Please get that little patch.
It's a patch.
Get that happy trail off your chest. It ain't supposed to be up there. It's supposed to be down there. Anyway.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, they have some really good heavy hitters. Even the people that I don't recognize, like the best friend, he's really good.
Yeah.
The scene in the first episode where she busts out that damn aquarium.
Oh.
Listen, she said that with her chest. She was like, keep my motherfucking name out your mouth.
I was like, okay.
Somebody go help the fucking fish. I was like, oh God. I was like, she is the most, but I get it.
She gives me Issa Rae. She gives me Issa. It gives. I couldn't.
It's not Issa for me. It's
no.
I can't think of who it is, but it's not Issa.
It's not Issa. Yeah.
It's not Issa.
It gives me Issa. Even maybe Molly from Insecure, a mix, because of the feel.
She gives me a little Molly. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
It's like the 4 episodes allowed me to see her come into her own. So now I'm seeing her as Diarra.
Yeah. Listen, first of all, I had no idea that Kwame had a sister and that she was an actress. Let's start there.
What? I know they were related. I didn't know it was her sister. I thought it was like a cousin or niece or something.
Sister.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's his sister. I was like, I didn't even know you had a sister.
I did not know that.
I had no idea. Okay. I would have been best friends so I could have been your wife.
I mean, right. Wish I had known
Let me
that.
stop. All right. Like, Diarra, girl, let's go to the mall. Your brother coming.
Yes, your brother. He coming. Your brother gonna be there, right?
He gonna be there. I'm coming to the family cookout. Yeah, I'll be there. Your brother
shout out to Cash Doll.
Oh, yeah, listen, gangster.
Shout out to Cash
Being gangsta boo, about to tear out teeth and whatnot.
Yes.
Oh, and my boy John Sally. I love
John Sally. Who else was in there?
I love John
that
Sally.
We've seen.
I think that's
so far that's it. Yeah, but like the cast, even the guest stars. I really feel like I'm interested. They got my attention. I'm a fan.
Yes.
So
same here.
I would definitely recommend.
Cannot wait to finish. Well, not finish, but watch the next episode tonight. So we recommend it. It's on the list for y'all to listen, not listen to, but to watch.
Yep, on BET Plus.
It's on BET Plus. If you got it, if you don't, borrow somebody's login. Y'all know how y'all do.
And stop being broke. At least get the free trial started.
Yeah, do the free trial. Like wait till it like all uploads and then do the free trial and just binge it. Y'all know what to do.
Just wait, get your free week. You know
what to do. You know what to do. But any closing remarks?
Yeah.
I finished The Dirty D yesterday. Let me tell y'all, Tammy made me watch this terrible ass show on Tubi, but it's so terrible, it's great.
It is so terribly good.
Listen, y'all did a good job.
Please.
Y'all are A1 at making horrible
TV.
My God.
Y'all made porn look good.
Amazing.
Y'all nailed soft porn. Storyline, not so much.
Y'all were able to make porn into an episodic show, and I'm not mad at that.
And deja vu moments come back after being drugged.
Dead parents just pop up.
Just being there the whole time.
Nobody dies after getting shot or strangled. They're magically alive.
They're just still alive.
People married and we didn't see or hear about a wife the whole seasons.
2 seasons. And the second season is almost over now. Spouses are coming out. It's really amazing. It is amazing.
And everybody fucking everybody. The end.
Everybody, especially shout out to Kyra.
Yes. Kyra, she catching bodies. Bodies on bodies.
I already know what you about to say. He was singing her shit.
Every 5 minutes, he's like, damn, you fucking him too.
Oh, God. He was shaking.
Y'all, that whole show is a parody, okay? It is an extension of Vine. Y'all remember Vine? You ain't gonna do it. Do it for the Vine. I ain't gonna do it.
Shit.
Oh, that is a great. Everybody go watch The Dirty D.
I highly recommend watching The Dirty D.
Please.
It is the best thing.
It is the greatest smut television that ever smutted.
Greatest smut
in the history of smut television.
I don't want them to improve.
I listen.
Please don't change the thing.
Don't change the formula.
Everything
and please give me a season 3. I'm really praying for a season 3.
We got so many unanswered questions.
So many. It was just so much that tied into the last 2 episodes at one time, and I was just like, "What the fuck is going on?" I don't even remember who is what no more, because everybody anymore. Fucking everybody. Everybody is a baby daddy to somebody's child. Like everybody is, dead and coming back to life. Yeah. I just don't know.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Don't ask no questions.
Don't have no expectations. Just expect to be entertained. That's it. And they did a great job with that.
They did a great.
Even in the madness, you are entertained.
Classic. Woo, that I needed that laugh.
Yeah,
that got the last part of that other laugh out.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
Great.
So we're gonna go recover and leave y'all with this. Make sure y'all just do what y'all do. Listen to some music. I keep thinking about The Dirty D. I just started picturing some yays. Everybody had on. Everybody. It's the Detroit
Everybody
show.
had yays. Yeah, you can't be on the show.
You can't. And then the random
and a BBL.
And a BBL. Look. And then the random lady from Louisiana. It's like the random accent out of nowhere. Everybody else from the east or west side. And then you got
Denoya, baby.
Denoya from the boot up here. Well, look, we love y'all.
Yeah, we gonna wrap this up. But catch y'all on the next scene.
Bye.
Bye.